guys, it's Trina. My birthday was earlier this week, or maybe it was last week, depending on whenever you are watching this video, but it was recently, and so I want to show you guys some of the books that I have gotten for my birthday, and doing an unboxing of a couple of these books that I don't know what they are yet. I don't get a ton of birthday gifts each year, and I don't get a ton of books, and I'm totally fine with that. I've got about 7 or 8 books. One of my best friends in real life that I've known for years sent me a flower arrangement, and I told her I'd show it in my video, so these are the flowers that you sent me, Becca. Thank you very much. I think they are very beautiful. I haven't seen many purple flowers, but I love purple, so these are really, really pretty. I'm going to start out with the book that I got for myself, and this is probably no surprise that it's Given to the Sea by Mindy McGinnis, and I bought this actually with a gift credit, so it was kind of a gift to me. I didn't actually have to spend any money on it. Given to the Sea is Mindy's first fantasy novel, and this is the first book in a fantasy duology. This book is set on an island where there are 4 or 5 different kingdoms, different groups of people, and the ocean is hungry. They all think it's hungry, that it keeps taking over more and more land. And so these people believe that the only way to abate the ocean is to throw one of the royal family bloodline into the ocean to kind of like as a sacrifice to get the ocean to back down and keep their land safe. But this generation, the sacrifice in the royal bloodline is not ready yet. So the rest of the kingdoms are getting scared that they're losing their land and that the ocean is going to sweep them all away. So they start fighting for control of the highest point on the island because that is the safest place. I've had a few people ask me if I will be reviewing this one, and the answer to that is yes. When I am finished with this book, I will give it its own individual review video. The next 3 books that I got were all from my husband. These were a complete surprise to me. He gave me the first 3 books in the Raven Cycle series by Maggie Stiefvater. I owned the last book, The Raven King, and I do like this series. I'm hesitant on some of Maggie's other work, but I really enjoyed the Raven Cycle series, and he gave them to me to complete my collection, which is nice to have a completed series because I am in the habit of only getting like the last book in a series and then never going back and buying the rest of them. But if you don't know, the Raven Cycle series is kind of an urban fantasy paranormal series about a group of high school kids that go on this quest to find the resting place of a dead Welsh king because they believe that whoever finds his tomb will be granted a wish. And all these different characters in this friend group, they all have different reasons, different things that they want to wish for if they find him. The next book that I got for my birthday is one that I don't actually physically have yet because it was a pre-order. It's from Megan Precourt. She pre-ordered me a copy of When Dimple Met Rishi by Cindia Menin, and this is a book that I have really been looking forward to. It comes out May 30th. I'm really excited about it because it sounds really cute, and I've been hearing a lot of really good early reviews for it. I believe it's an own voices representation of Indian American characters and that it is a contemporary romance. Thank you so much, Megan, for pre-ordering me a copy of this because I am really excited to get this one when it comes out. So now I'm going to open the 2 boxes that I have received. How do I even open this? How did they even tape this together? Like, this is actually confusing. Oh, okay, and I think I know who this is from just by seeing the name of it. This is Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers, and this is a historical series about assassins, and let me see who this is from. This one was sent to me by my friend Emily Hornberg, and I suspected that she was the one that sent me this because I know that she enjoys this series. This is one that I have been meaning to read for forever, but it is a historical YA novel about assassins. Like, I think it's about these girls who become nuns, but really they're assassins. I had heard some really good reviews of it like years ago, and let me see when this one even came out. There's a map in the front of this book, guys. That is really cool. So this was published in 2012, so it has been out for a while, and I think there are 3 books in this series, and each one of the books follows a different one of the female assassin characters. So I'm actually really excited to have this one and finally read it. So thank you so much, Emily, and I know that you love this series, so whenever I do get to this one, I will definitely chat with you about it. And then my other box. Okay, so there are 2 books in here. Got Far From You by Tess Sharp and The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. These were sent to me from my friend Kayla Rain, and she knew that I already have read The Hate You Give and really loved it, and it is a book that I wanted to own. And if you aren't familiar with this book, it is an own voices story about a black teenager who witnesses her best friend being shot and killed by a white police officer. And then the other book that Kayla Rain got for me was Far From You, and she has talked a lot about this book. I don't really know if I remember what it's about, but the way that Kayla Rain has talked about it has made me really want to read this one. Let me just read this real quick and make sure that I got the right story in mind. So this one is a YA thriller mystery that has a main character that has an addiction to prescription pain pills, and when her best friend dies, is murdered, she is partially blamed, so she sets out to like solve her friend's murder. And I know that Kayla Rain has talked about the representation in this book before and said that it has really good different types of representation, but I don't remember everything, but I know that it has the main character with addiction, and I think that there's a female-female romance in this book, but I feel like Kayla Rain has said that this one is a very inclusive story, and I know that she really loves it, so thank you so much, Kayla Rain. I would love to check out this book that I know you love so much, and again, when I read it, I will definitely chat with you about it. That is my birthday book haul and unboxing. I hope that you guys enjoyed hearing about these books and knowing what I got. I don't know, like it's weird to just be like, hey, here's what I got for my birthday. And I will be having that spring book haul come up in May, and I'm hoping also to do a library checkouts book haul sometime soon, so keep an eye out for those. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what the last book that you got was, and I will see you in the comments. Bye! There's a dove sitting outside of my window just staring at me. Hi dove, would you like to read one of these books? You're really cute. That is so bizarre. And the dove is back.